Welcome, Sagittarius, to a timeless Justice for Sagittarius reading, where we discuss the topic of justice. However, one of the two sister energies I read for, which on this channel belongs to the energies of Sekhmet, would like to have a conversation. Bear in mind that you, the listener, may find that these messages may come off as merciful and or merciless. However, it will be in true form to however the energies would like to be disclosed. I, 7th MD interpreter of the energies bespoken by Sekhmet. However, bear in mind that I will do so with the highest vibrational honor bestowed upon me to deliver clear, concise messages. Whatever brings you here in the affiliation of Sagittarius is also in true form. Bear in mind, however, that you tapped into a collective reading that I said that I'm holding at this time. This is not a personal one-to-one connection that you and I actually have set time for. So it's important that you remember discernment is key to take the bits and pieces that you enjoy and leave anything behind with me that you may not have liked. In the description box below, you'll find access to plenty of links to gain access to the sister channel of Bastet, as well as traveling between the contents, between the channel contents between the channel, whatever, you get my point. As well as knowing that you can gain access to my website that you can utilize to find out more information on who I am as 7th, and also booking your services made available to you. Alright, as already mentioned, I am 7th, however, also aka Master 7th. I am a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. Please remember that femininity and masculinity are non-gender specific. However, femininity has both femininity and masculinity. Masculinity as well has both femininity and masculinity. Alright, justice for Sagittarius. I'm tired of having this conversation with y'all. Like, you're so, like, on it, but then you're, like, half-ass. It's like, come on. You gotta start picking a side here. Even if that's the side, you gotta stay on that side long enough to make a mark. Because some of y'all are fickle, are flighty, are in and out, just like you're in and out with a situation that continues to be a situationship or a companionship ship. And it's like, driving you crazy. There is no bon voyage of a fluid cruise ship or a fucking ship movement from one place to another. It's chaotic. You're going through so many fucking like storms and it's fucking wild. It's fucking wild. And all while trying to look somebody in the eye that you have somewhat respect to, not someone that's not in a situation, but someone that you respect in one way or another, or maybe even envious of. You look these people in the eye and say, yeah, I'm good. I got it. Everything's fine. I know exactly how things are and the way they are. Yeah, all right. You're very, like, you don't want to be sniffed out by someone that's smarter than you. And I don't mean intelligence smarter than you. I'm talking about, like, spiritually aware. You don't want to be sniffed out. Because the moment you get sniffed out, you feel like you've exploited something, right? That's like the little ego. The bigger ego, however, doesn't want to be seen for being a bit manipulative in your spiritual ways. Some of you, not all. All right? Some of you, not all. And I get it, because there's an alchemic, I don't know the word, but you're an alchemist. So there is a quality to a sense of it works with what you're doing, right? However, then something in the external world does not work, and it's fucking chaotic. And although it's blending in with the modern day status quo of drama and entertainment and gossip, it is just superficial. It is on the surface level. In German, there's this word that I fucking love, which is Oberflächlichkeit. It's the practice, more or less, to not be able to dive deeper than the surface level of something. And more or less maybe also the analogy of not being able to see the forest for the trees, that kind of thing. But it's with existentialism of relationships. All that with one fucking card. Because there's so many things you've put in And there's a pattern keep happening over and over and over again, and you keep looking at it like you're going to be able to change something. But that's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Some of you are not really putting your money where your mouth is. Some of you are fickle. Like, some things about you are not making sense. The math ain't mathin'. And you know it. You know it. I feel like I don't know. There's a lot of whatever bullshit you come as being human, and every human has some version of bullshit. That bullshit is unwilling to budge. And that makes it a bit like unnerving, because the classism of relationship you bring to people is evolution, is the curiosity and permission to change and be an advocate for that change. Yet you're not changing. Like, you're not doing the changing. Yet you're enforcing other people to change. And it's not like you're saying it as an actual thing, like change, or you better do this so this can happen. You don't do those ultimatums. But you do something else. And that's something else you're aware of. You're aware of what you're doing. So, all that with one fucking card. Crazy. And you're not going to be like, how is that? Because some of y'all, like I said, there's an aspect of yourself that you are not giving accountability attention to. And if you want me to be direct about it, I'm going to just blanket it as you're not doing shadow work. There's no capacity of shadow work being done by those of you who have resonated with that message. What you're doing to kind of have that conversation is know the definition of shadow, know the cause and triggers, know why someone may have it, how someone could get rid of it. But you actually doing the work? Not really. Like, you're absolutely in fear of that. There's too much wisdom coming off from you to have fear in that topic then, too. Math ain't mathin'. Shit doesn't add up. Some of you are deeply rooted in material bullshit, okay? That could be like lost a lot of money, lost a lot of, like, going to home, like money, like work has to be the focus. Like, there's a lot of materialism in 3D in the negative that you owe debt of time to. Debt of time. Wow. Two of Swords. This is the reason why one card was enough to explain half the shit that's come out, because most of the shit that you are trying to avoid and being the reason why you're listening to this reading is also the reason why you don't do the work to change the reasons why you show up to a reading. I can't even repeat that. You have your nose in so many other people's business, and then you make it, it's a bit of a tactic from your ego as well, to leash with the right type of people the information that connection has, that whatever maturity level that connection has or you have with that person is exactly how you'll stuff the information to who and what you are, especially if it's even gossip or news or things that you're trying to figure out for yourself. Like, you'll stuff it. But it changes, just like people change, right? You have so many friends, the social circle is wild, all right? You can easily draw a party. Yet there's a level that if an outsider were to come in and know that the whole party or event is focused around you, but you focus on everyone around you besides you, they all have a different sense of reaction or intrigue when it comes to you. And that's how you know how to, like, drop the seeds to however you want to drop the seeds with whoever you can drop the seeds with. Like, it's the eye for an eye. But as a collective, it's losing a bit of a value here. Why am I saying that? Not because you can't say you're throwing a party and people won't show up. No, you've lost yourself. You've lost yourself. There's admittance to being here where you feel lost in. And that's an irony, to be surrounded by so many connections. Like, you can't have so many connections and then still feel this disconnected. without realizing at one point or another, someone's going to have to look at you and be like, listen, I don't think these are the reasons why you're disconnected. I think this is internal. I think there's a disconnection within you that you're either afraid or you don't know how to connect or reconnect again, or even start if that's the case. And that's a problem. That's a problem for the longevity. It's not a problem for however you want to dictate your life. But when it comes to doing this, like this gaslighting shit and bringing people in a misery circle, that's kind of not working in your favor if you do that too much with the wrong sense of people who you don't know their spiritual ranking. You don't know it. You don't know their inner dialogue. You don't know what makes them who they are. So to go that blinded and that naive or bullish in a situation won't work in your favor in the long run. Like, you'll be forced, if this is a cause to stay comfortable, you'll be forced to like reap the rewards of consequences, whether that's consequences on TV or the situation or another. And that's all that I have for you at this time. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.